Hello everyone, my name is Tushar Garg. I am certified lead Salesforce developer. Today I will start my new series on Salesforce Admin interview question. This is the part one of this series. So without wasting the time, let's jump on the topic. So these are all the questions which I prepare for you, and these are the basic questions of Salesforce. So let's start with our first question: what is Salesforce, and how does it help the business? In single line, Salesforce is a cloud-based CRM, customer relationship management, which will help organization to interact with the customer, to manage the data, and also to perform the different type of operations. Like I want to send an email to customer, I want to do a phone call to customer, or I want to chat with customer. Any type of these operations or many operations, these all are the basics thing. Any type of operations if I want to perform, then using Salesforce I can do that. So Salesforce will provide you the full tool solution or full solution by which you can handle our sales cycle, service cycle, marketing cycle, and uh, community also. We can say that website things also, or anything we can do that using one platform, which is Salesforce. So I guess this is a simple definition, right? And let's jump on the second question, which is what is the role of Salesforce admin? So, like as I say that we need to interact with customer, right? Or we need to perform different operations in Salesforce. So we need any person who can customize our Salesforce, or who can configure our Salesforce, right? Like I want to create any object, or I want to create any field, or I want to create a new user, or I want to create a website, anything. I want one person who can do that thing, right? Who can configure our Salesforce, right? And who is also responsible to make our Salesforce secure, right? Or who is responsible to make our data secure, because every organization data is main thing, right? They don't want that our customer data will leak to any other organization, right? So we need some person who can do these type of activities, right? So that person is simply known as a system admin, right? So any person who use our Salesforce, who create or who perform any type of operation, is known as a system admin. Okay, so let's jump on the third topic: what is a standard and what is custom object? So in Salesforce, we have two type of object. The one object which is pre-installed or which is pre-defined by Salesforce is known as a standard object. Any object like lead, account, contact, case, product line item, opportunity, all these type of object is already coming whenever we install or whenever create a Salesforce org. All these object is already coming, right? We are not creating that object, we are just using that object. And every object, every standard object is has their own use. Lead have their own use, account have their own use, contact have their own use. I will discuss each and every use, and I will discuss each and everything in our next lecture, in our part 2, where I will show you what is the overall sales cycle of our Salesforce, right? But for now you can say that any object which is defined or which is pre-created by Salesforce is known as a standard object. Any object which we create for our business users, or which we create for our use, is known as a custom object. So let's jump on the Salesforce, and here you can see that we have some object which is already created, like account, activity, address. So all these type of object is known as a standard object. And if I want to create a new object, then I need to go to create, click on custom object, and here I can create a student object. I guess student is already created, so let me write college. Okay, so once I create that object, then this is known as a custom object. If you see, the type of that object is a custom object. If I go to college, so that type is custom object. and this is the standard object. Okay, so this is the main difference between standard and custom object. What is profile and what is the difference between profile and role? This is a really, this is the most important interview question in my career. I faced this question many times. I asked this question to many people, right? So if I give you a simple answer, you can say to interviewer, profile is something which is uh, which is handle the object level security, and the role is something which is handle the record level security. This is a one line of answer of this question. Any type of object level thing, I want to give the permission to any user of any object, I want to give the permission of any field, I want to give the permission of any record type, I want to give the any permission of apex class, visual force pages, anything is come under the profile, right? And if I want that user are able to see 10 records, or that user are only able to see those records which is created by that user. So all type of record level things, all type of record level security is come under the role. Okay, simple. And second example or second point, you can say that whenever we create a user, then profile is a mandatory. Without profile, we cannot create a user. But without role, I can create a user. Role is not important, but profile is important. So if you say these two answers to any interviewer, then I am 100% sure he will satisfy. Let's come to the fifth question. What is workflow rule and what is process builder? So now everyone know that we are using flows, right? But previously we have workflows and process builder. So process builder is an advanced version of workflow, you can say that. Because in per workflow, we can perform only four type of operations. If I go to workflow, I can show you something. Okay. I will not explain you each and everything because otherwise that video will become very long. But simple, I can show you which four operations we can perform using workflow. Okay. So if I click on edit here, and if I save this one, and here it will ask me for some workflow rules also. Let me add it to the actions. Okay, so if I want to if that particular condition is satisfied, and if I want to create a new task, then I can go with workflow. If I want to send an email, then I can go to workflow. If I want to update the field, then I go to workflow. If I want to perform outbound message, then I go to workflow, right? But in process builder, we can do most of the things, right? It's an advanced version of workflow, you can say that. It's an advanced automation thing, right? We can say that. So let me create a process builder. But nowadays, no one using process builder and workflow. Everyone using flows. Most of the people using flows, I guess. So record as changes. So in process builder, let me choose the object, save criteria ABC. I can write. I don't want to give any criteria. Now I can show you which operations we can perform using process builder. Even we can we can call the apex class from process builder. Using workflow, we cannot call the apex class. We can create a record. Using workflow, we can only create a task. We cannot create any other type of records, right? Email alerts we can do in workflow also. Flows, we cannot call the flows using workflow, but in process builder, using process builder, I can call the flows also. Post to chat, I want to I want to post anything to chatter, then I can use process builder. If I want to if I want to call any other process builder, then I can use process builder. If I want to submit approval, then I can use process builder. If I want to create a quick action, then I want to use process builder. If I want to update the record, then I can. So all these operations we can use or we can perform using process builder, but using workflow, I can only perform four operations. Simple and correct answer of this question if someone asks you. Okay, let's come to the another point. How do you control the access of record in Salesforce? So how you can control the record level security. Okay, so record level security is basically or mainly depend on many things. Okay, the first one is yeah, profile. You should have the actually you should have the read access of that object, then only you can see the records, right? After that we have uh, OWD, organizational wide default, right? Because OWD, if OWD is private or OWD is per public, all these have their separate use cases. I will surely make a explanation or full video of OWD and other things. But for now, you can understand that you to control the record level security depend on OWD, role hierarchy, sharing settings, apex sharing, manual sharing, or territories, or many things. Simple. Okay. So, but this is a very big topic, and I 100% give you 100% surety that I will make a big video on this record level security, because I cannot explain this in this video, but yeah, I will really make a good video for this. Okay, what is a Salesforce data model? How does it work? So, Salesforce data model is like for different clouds we have different data models or different structures. And for now, if I talk about Sales Cloud, so in Sales Cloud, the data model is something like that. We generate the lead. Once we have the lead, we convert that lead into the account, object, opportunity, and contact. Once we have opportunity, then under the opportunity, we create some codes. We can add some products. We can generate a code and send to the customer. After then we have order, contract, and many things we have. So this is how our Salesforce data model will work. And this is I explain you for Sales Cloud, but we have Service Cloud also, we have Marketing Cloud also, we have Experience Cloud also, and every cloud have their separate data model. Okay. What is the difference between lead and opportunity? Yeah. So lead is a potential customer. Now, what is potential customer? Potential customer means any customer who is not our customer, but I am assuming that that person will buy me something. Think I am a shopkeeper, right? 10 people will come, okay, but out of 10 people only 2 people will buy something with me, right, from me, right? So those 2 people is known as a account, or those people are known as a permanent customer, or those people is known as a customer. But all of that 10 people who come to my shop, or who inquiry, who 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 ask me about any product, right, or who is only take a inquiry with me, right, those 10 customers are known as a lead, or those all people are known as a lead. But those 2 people who buy something from me is my customer, is my real customer, and those real customers is known as a, if those customer as a organization, then that customers is known as account. Otherwise that customer will, if it's a single entity, then they will known as a contact or person account. Okay, I will explain you what a person account, other things. But for now, you can think uh, any potential customer is known as a lead. Now, what is opportunity? Okay, so that that potential customer will buy me something. Okay, will will ask me to okay, I want to purchase that particular thing. Okay, so to for me, this is the opportunity, right? This is the opportunity. Like currently, I am not sure that person will buy or not, but yeah, I will create one opportunity in my system. Like that person want to buy that particular thing. Okay, so all these information, all the quote information, all the product information, I will save in my opportunity object. And in opportunity, we have different stages where I can see that what is the overall cycle or overall sales process of that opportunity. Simple. How do you create a new user in Salesforce and what information is required? So let's come to the practical thing also. Okay, directly. So to create a new user, go to users, click on new user. So to create an user, last name is required, alias is required, email is required, username is required, nickname is required. Role is not required actually, but yeah, here it's coming as a required. But I we have some setting for which I can remove that. And user license, like which license you want, right? I want Salesforce license and system admin profile, or which profile you want to get. So I create one user, Aryan, Aryan at the rate, or I can give my email ID, Mr. Tushar Garg 001 at the rate gmail.com. Okay. Username also I give, and that's fine. Simple and save. So this is how we can create a new user in Salesforce. Okay. Let's come to the next question. Explain the purpose of record type in Salesforce. Okay. So simple word I can say that. I have one student object. Okay. One student object. Right. So I want to create a record of student. Okay. But there may be a chance uh, I want to capture a student information in one page, right? Or in one page, in simple manner, you can say that page, or in one form, you can say that, right? I have one form where I want to capture the name of the, I want to capture the student information. Okay. Now, I have one form. I want to capture the information of nursery student. Okay. So in this form, where I want to capture the information of nursery student, can I ask the question, give me the percentage of your high school, or give me the percentage of your 8th class? No, na. Or can I ask what is your previous college name? No, na. Because that person is in nursery. I want to get the information of nursery student. I am not getting the information of 12th uh, or any graduation student, right? So, but for me, nursery person is also a student, and for me, the person who want to take admission on 12th is also my student, right? But for those two different student, I want different pages, or I want different forms, right? Now, how can you handle that in Salesforce, right? So in Salesforce, we are using record type for this. So we will create different record type, and according to record types, we will show the different pages. So I will create two record type. One is for nursery student, and second one is for inter student. Okay. And for inter student, I will use separate page layout, and for nursery student, I will use separate page layout. Is I am clear or not? Let me show you how you can create a record type also. Okay. Go to object manager, type student. I will use some uh, new page layout. I am creating one more page layout. Here I can clone this one is student inter. Okay. Inter student, I can say that. Inter student. Okay. And save it. Okay. Now I can create a second. Okay. Here all the fields are same. I save it. Okay. Now I am creating new page layout. Uh, KG student. Okay. For KG student also I am creating one page layout. Yeah, save. So here I can create a record type. So now I am creating two record type. One is for inter student, and for inter student I will use inter page layout. Okay. Save and new. Now I am creating one more record type, which is for KG student. KG student. Okay. And for KG student, I will use page layout for KG student page layout. Okay. Save. So now if I go to student object, okay, I don't have that tab. I will show you how you can create a tab for student also. Go to tabs, click on custom object. Here you will find student. Okay. Now let's refresh the page. Now let's search if student is coming or not. Yeah, it's come. Okay. So now if you see now, so you see, whenever I do the new button, it will ask me for which record type you want to create. If I choose enter, then it will show me the different page layout. And if I choose the KG, then it will show me the different page layout or different form. Okay. So this is the use of a record type. Simple. And using record type, you can also control the pick list. Okay. I will explain you in another lecture how you can do that. But yeah, for now you can understand what is the use or what is the purpose of record. What is validation rule and why should you use it? So validation. Think about a condition you are filling any form, right? In your life, I know that you are filling lot of forms, right? So sometimes you see that if you type in email, if you type 123, then it will give you error. No, this is not a correct format, right? Or if you have number field or if you have phone field, and in for field if you type Tusar, then it will say you this is not a phone number, this is a test. You need to enter phone number or 10-digit phone number, right? So what is this? All these things are known as a validations, right? In every form or in everything, we will write some validation like so that user will not input any wrong information. How we can create a validation rule in Salesforce? Same thing. Go to Object Manager. For which object you want to create a validation rule? So simple. I want to create validation for a student. And here you can see the validation rule. Click on new and from here you can create a validation rules. Simple. And whatever the error message you want to show, you can show here. Okay. So this is how you can create a validation rules. How can you import data into Salesforce from external source? Okay. To import the data or to import the record in Salesforce, we have lot of ways, but basically we are using only two ways. The first one is data import wizard and the second one is data loader. Now what is the difference between data import wizard and data loader? Data import wizard have some limitations, like using data import wizard we can only insert 50,000 record, but using data loader we can insert more than 50,000, so 50 lakh records also, right? So these are the two ways to import the data in Salesforce. Let's come to the next topic. What is master detailed relationship and lookup relationship? Very important interview question. Okay. So I can give you two or three points. Okay. First point is in if my relationship is a master relationship, then if I delete the parent record, then all the child records should also be deleted. In master detail relationship, if I delete the parent record, all the child record will also deleted. But in lookup relationship, if I delete the parent record, child record will not deleted. First thing. Second thing. In master detail relationship, okay, let me go to that object so that I can explain you more better. In master detail relationship, I can create a roll up summary field. But in lookup relationship we don't create roll up summary field. Okay, this is the second point. Okay, third point is uh, if I have one master and if I have one child, so all these sharing settings or all these sharing rules which is applied on my master should automatically applied for my child also. Okay, this is also clear. So these all are the difference of master and lookup relationship. We have more difference, but for now I can show you only three difference. Let me show you how you can create master and lookup relationship. So here you can go to fields. Here you can see two options, master and lookup. If you go to master, then it will ask you which object you need to choose. And once you choose the master object, it will ask you the object name, and this is how you can create a master data relationship. Okay. And for lookup, same thing. Go to fields and relationship, and here you can choose lookup and perform the same thing. Okay. So these are all the difference between master and to lookup relationship. How do you schedule regular data backup in Salesforce? Yeah. So we have in Salesforce we have one data backup or export. Okay, data export. Okay. So from here you can schedule the data export for timing basis. Like you want to export the data on every Friday or every day or every 50 minutes. You can do that from here. Okay. What is the Salesforce App Exchange? Okay, so Salesforce App Exchange is in simple example, I can say that in Android you are using Play Store, right? Or in iPhone you are using Apple Store, right? To download the app, right? For same thing, for Salesforce we have data app exchange, we have Salesforce App Exchange, and App Exchange we have many applications or many extensions which is beneficial for our organization or which we can use to make our sales process or which we can use to make our process easy, right? So app exchange is a place where we can download or where we can uh, install or where we can also upload our new apps. Okay, what is role hierarchy and affect the record access? Okay, role hierarchy, you can simply understand that I have five, I have two roles in my company or three roles in my company. I have one CEO, I have one manager, and I have some users, right? Now I want that all the users record or all the employee records are visible by manager. Means manager I have ability to see all the employee records. And also I in my organization I have one CEO but I have three managers, right? And under three manager I have different employees, right? So employee data, I want that manager are able to see their own employee data, and CEO are able to see all the managers data. So what we can do, we can create a role hierarchy where I can make CEO as a first person. Under the CEO, we will create one manager, two manager, three manager, and under each manager, we will create different employees. Okay. So all the employee data are visible to manager, and all the manager data are visible to CEO. This is how our role hierarchy will work in Salesforce. So role hierarchy is something which will provide the record level security, or which will provide the record level access to any user. Okay. So let me come to the next part, how you can customize the lighting page layouts. So if you can see here, I can go to any object. So if I go to any page layout, so we have a lighting record pages, right? Or we have page layouts. So if we want to customize any page layout, we can go to the page layout. Okay. And in page layout, you can choose the fields, you can use the buttons, you can use the custom action, you can use the related list, many things. So this is how you can customize the page layouts. Okay. Explain the concept of sharing rules. Okay. So I have one scenario. Okay, let's come to that topic. Uh, I have one scenario where I have user 1 and user 2, right? Now user 1 are able to see their own data, user 2 are able to see their own data. Now I want something. I want to I want to transfer all user 1 data to user 2, right? I want that all my user 1 data are able to all my user 1 data, user 2 are able to see all my user 1 data, right? How can I do that? Right? How can I do that? Or I want that in particular scenario or in particular criteria, all my user 1 data is shared with all these people. How you can do that? Yeah, using sharing rules. So if you go to sharing settings, and for every object we have different, if we can create a sharing rules, create a new, and we have criteria based sharing and record based sharing. So if we want to perform any operation, if I want to transfer any data on particular criteria, then we can go with criteria based sharing rule. If I want to transfer the data according to role record owner, like if my record owner is that particular group, and that record I want to share with that particular group, then I will go with record level sharing. Otherwise, go with criteria based sharing. Okay, this is how sharing rule work. But this is a big topic, as I already say, and really, I will really discuss each and every topic in detail manner in our another lectures. Okay, what is Sandbox and why is it used? So in Salesforce, we have two type of things. The first one is production, and second one is Sandbox. And Sandbox is also have we have different type of sandbox: full copy sandbox, partial sandbox, and developer sandbox, developer pro sandbox. Many sandbox we have. Okay, and you can say that in simple manner. Um, if sandbox is a place where developer will develop the application, and production is a place where real time users are using that application, right? Now, why we need Sandbox? Okay, I have one organization, and for the organization, I have one production environment, and that production is live. Okay, currently my users, my customer are using my production. Okay, now I want to create one more module, or I want to enhance my some more application, or I want to do some changes in my application. Think if I do all the changes in production directly, then what happened? It will affect my real time customer, right? It will affect my maybe I do something wrong on the time of development, so it will affect my live data, it will affect my live business. So that's why we cannot do that everything in production directly. We need to create a sandbox, and in sandbox we will do the things, we will perform the testing, and once we perform testing, and if everything is fine, then only we will push it to production. So this is the difference between sandbox and production. How do you perform mass data updates in Salesforce? So using mass data update or insert or anything, we can use data loader or data import wizard also. But if we have lot of data, then we can go with data loader only. Okay. So guys, these are all the questions which I covered today. Um, I think that video has already become very long. So in our part 2, I will discuss some more questions, and really you will enjoy my series. I am 100% sure. If you see all these series or all these parts, I am sure you can clear any basic or any interview for 1 to 2 years. And for 3 to 4 or 5 years, I will create a separate series where I can really discuss the advanced level of questions. Okay. So thank you so much for joining this lecture, and we will meet soon for our another lecture. Thank you.